Welcome back to Everyday Garage, guys, and this here is a 1964 International Travelette that I had been searching for a long time. Now, I found this thing on Facebook Marketplace, but the downside was it was 900 miles away. So that's right, I drove 1,800 miles to pick this thing up. Now, I haven't really been able to truly look at it because I just bought it off the pictures I saw, and then when I got out there, it was snowing everywhere. We just loaded this thing on the trailer. So let's finally take a closer look. Let's start this off by taking a quick look at exactly what I bought here, guys. This is in really good shape, couple dents, but you know, that's kind of expected with the, what is this, a 60-year-old truck? This is an 1100 model, which means it's a half ton. I really wanted a 3/4 ton 4x4 when I first started looking for a Travelette, but for what I have planned, this is gonna be perfect. And it also means that it's a 5-lug, which is really nice because that means we can find rims for it, which we're gonna need to, because I think that's the split rim model. Upside is hey, all the tires are actually holding air, which is kind of nice. Everything's in really good shape. The doors are solid, good chrome, nice stainless around it, which is really, really nice. Only a little dent down here. Rockers are really, really good. Just got that little rust hole right there in the dog leg. Yeah, it's awesome. What's really good is that these doors are in good shape because that's specific to the Travelette Travel-Alls. I think the front doors, and correct me if I'm wrong, interchange with the pickups. And if you haven't seen this pickup, guys, this is a parts truck that I picked up for this one at the same time. I did a Will It Run on. I'll put a link to that. Go check it out. What's also really cool is this is a short bed. It's in a pretty decent-ish shape. Now, it's not great. A bunch of dents in here that are banged in. At least it's not rotted out. But if I ever want to get these dents out, it's going to be a journey to get it out, especially stuff like this. You really can't get from the back, guys, so that makes it tough. The tailgate is in really nice shape. Just one dent in here, and I think other than that, it's almost perfect. A little bit of a dent down here, but that's nothing bad. Open this bad boy up. Oh, doesn't look like those are working. The bed floor is in solid shape. Just a little bit of rust right through there, which is pretty typical for the wheel wells. Other than that, it's awesome. We got the spare tire and the spare tire carrier. Hi, Pepper. Say hi. This is the shop dog that loves to be out here every time I'm out here. All right, get that back up. There we go. This was tagged in 2012, so this has actually been off the road for about 12 years. Over here, this side is really good. Just a little bit of dent over here in the wheel well. Nothing bad, guys. Like, nothing about this is really that bad. Anything else is pretty fixable. Here, all the trim with this truck, even over here for the vent window is there. The chrome is really good. Now, the big downside of this sheet metal, at least out in front, is this bad boy. This definitely took a hit in the front. Someone was on the rush somewhere for sure. Banged in here, took this out to the side. Yeah, dented up the whole front balance here. Although the grill's in really, really good shape. Downside is, and I'm not actually a fan of these. I actually like the 68 style grills. But see, guys, this thing is in solid shape. Now, what I really want to do is actually take a look on the interior. I've been really excited to do that because I haven't done it since I got this thing. Besides the awful smell in here, man, it has been mildewing for a while. The seat's pretty cool, though. All pretty busted up, though. But, man, I really like the pleating here. That's pretty cool. I do like the dual-style steering wheel for the Internationals. And it looks like we have aftermarket blinkers, which means this probably isn't working. But the floors are rotted out. Yeah. Yeah, we got some Flintstone floors in here. Man, I think it's, yeah, the whole thing. All the way up into the toe board. The doors, though, are really solid. Let's see in here. Oh, yeah, that looks good. Does the windows roll down? Is it here? Oh, yeah, that works real nice. There we go. All right. It's an AC unit, but I think this is an aftermarket AC unit. We got no need to look through the glove box. There's actually nothing in there. But this does come with a box of goodies, which I haven't actually checked out yet. All right. Let's jump in here and see what I have. Yeah, the floors aren't any better on this side. Whew. That's frame right there. Okay. That's gone. I have been dying to check out this box, though. Oh, what is that, the radio plate? Oh, nice. I thought the dash wasn't complete. We have a sun visor. Let me bring you guys in. We can kind of look at this together. Oh, there's the ashtray. Oh, yeah, it is missing over there. So we got anything good? A couple bolts. Ooh, spark plugs. Oh, nice. Are they new or used? It's usually people putting back their used ones. Oh, those look new. Okay, let me put you back. I decided I needed 2 hands to check these out, and I'm hoping they're brand new. Ooh, and they are. Check that out. Well, that is a nice find. How many do I have here? That's 4. Ooh. A brand new Kingpin set, and that looks like new old stock. Is that an actual International? No, Napa. Precision engineered, part number 2621367. Okay. Now this thing is coming with a way to repair itself. What is this? This might like for a CV radio maybe? Yeah, it's all rusted out too. I genuinely have no idea what this is. There's our gas pedal. I did see that I was missing, so I was wondering where that was. We have our tire iron. Steel pipe. Okay. Ooh. More spark plugs. We'll be able to give this thing a tune-up. Nice. All 4. Wait, how many are in there? 3? 3. Pack of 4. Oh, we have all 8 now. Nice. This is, ooh, a cup holder. That's actually kind of cool. I wonder if that's factory. Side marker lights. It's kind of just jammed through here. Is that bottle of, oh yeah, it does work. Nice, PB blaster. This thing is gonna want to make itself run. What do we have here? A brand new voltage regulator is the word I was looking for, which makes me wonder if they were having an issue. One cool thing about this truck, at least for me guys, I'm actually in California and I bought this thing in Oregon. It's originally a California truck. So I took this thing home, and this thing was plated in 1990. Here are plates from 99. That's cool. And that's just really all the good stuff. We have a headlight switch, which is kind of nice. I don't know what's all missing over there. Another cup holder. I wonder if these are side specific. If any of you travel or international guys know a lot about all these little parts, let me know. Ooh, keys? What is that to? Flexi hoses. Rad cap. Not really sure. Maybe a spare tire carrier. Let's see what else. Old spark plugs. What are these? Oh, fuse buses. Nice. This thing was well maintained. Oh, nice. RTV. Which I think is, yeah, really hard and not good anymore. So this says expires on 14. So I don't know if this has been off the road for 10 or 12 years, but by the looks at it, it's been a few days. Yeah, and here are the floors on this side, guys. Man, I honestly think it's gonna need floors the entire way. Let's go ahead and check out the back. Oh yeah, you can see it. Let's look. Yep, that's gone. Yikes, that's... Yep, so entire floor pan. But I really do like this like blue pleating. That looks really nice. Does it have anything in this key thing? Do I have keys for this? No, could I? It's empty, isn't it? Yep, that was anticlimactic. That's out. At least I got the door card for, I think that's gonna be the driver's side door over there. It's super complete. All right, guys, let's finally jump under the hood and see what we're dealing with. I was already told that it is a 345 International and it might be seized. So let's hope it isn't. I haven't even tried to turn this thing. Now, the history on this truck, which I haven't really talked about, is this is actually featured on another YouTuber's channel. It was 406 Garage. I'll put a link to his channel and the video where he talks about this in below. He just did a quick walk around. I think he just buys and sells the Internationals. But like I said, this thing hasn't run in, well, let's say 12 to 10 years. He never got it running. The gentleman that bought it from him never got it running. So let's see if we can finally get this thing fired up. And it looks like they cut out the area in the grill for the latch. Let's pop this thing up. Yeah, maybe. There we go. Push this back. There we go. Ah! Oh, yeah, it's rusty. Oh, nice. That is super complete, guys. And what is all this? This is, it looks like, oh, man, look how good that hood is under there. Probably what the paint originally looked like. This is just undercoating that's fallen off. You know, we got some rust holes in here. Oh yeah, that battery tray has seen better days. What I really do love about old cars is this stuff, man. It's like mason jar style. I want to say, what is this, windshield washer fluid maybe? Because it does have an electric wiper system. That's super awesome. It has long since been disconnected. Yeah, I bet that brake switch is going to be a problem. It does have a power steering. It is a power steering car, which looks original to it. Let's see what it has. I did notice there is a big, yeah, it's leaking all over the place. Not really sure about this one. It looks like it's just an add-on maybe to the manual steering box. If you guys know about this, drop a comment below. I'd love to learn more about that. And as you guys already saw, it is AC. This is a well-optioned rig. It's got a bunch of, you know, fruit droppings. It looks like there's been some animals in there too. Yeah, yeah, it's got the turds all in here. The time that this thing sat has not been kind to it. Definitely pretty rusty. What do you think the odds are this carb linkage will work? None, zero. Yikes, that's gonna be your problem. Yeah, good chances it might be locked up. All right, well, let's just go ahead and jump in here and see if this thing will actually turn. I'm just gonna grab the fan. Oh, that turned right over. Okay, that is not locked up at all. Let me see. Is it gonna get a tight spot somewhere maybe? Let me see if I can do 360. Oh yeah. Oh. This thing's cherry. Okay. All right, let's just walk over here and grab all of the stuff that I brought. This is the cart that I have, so I don't have to go to the shop in the back. You know, it's just nicer having it all ready. Let's grab a battery and throw it in. All right, we'll just start off by throwing a battery in this thing. Now, which is which? Both black, perfect. All the safety, huh? Looks like that is negative, so it's gonna have to go like that. There we go. Alright, this is my Optima battery that I've had forever. It's trusty. It's melted, it's beat up, but it works just fine. I'm getting my way. I'm definitely going to hit my head on that thing. So this is, yeah, that's definitely the positive. Oh, those are crusty. And let's see. No sparks. Now, before we start turning keys or do anything like that, let's just go ahead and check the oil, you know, step by step. And it actually looks pretty good. Oh, I smell a little bit of gas. It's got viscosity. It's a bit over full, so probably means it has water in it. So as long as it's not milky though, I'm not gonna worry about it. Yeah, we look good. And really just gotta see how the carburetor's doing. Now the story on, I'm just gonna, yeah, pull that off. I think this is an oil bath breather. Oh yeah. These are cool, guys, because this mesh in here, if it gets dirty, you just gotta spray out some brake clean, but they last forever. It's not something you have to keep replacing. And you just put a little bit of oil in it like that. And some guys just put the used oil from an oil change in there, and I'm spilling it everywhere, so don't do what I do. That's actually why they ended up getting rid of it, because it was just messy in general. Now the story on this, guys, is, this was a one owner truck. The gentleman drove it, I think, from when he bought it all the way up until he passed away at 91 years old. Just really loved on his truck. I think there was a lot of rich history with the family. You'll see it in the video from 406 Garages. So I'm really excited just to resurrect this thing and just get it back on the road. Just love keeping the history of these things going. Now, just gonna hose this thing down. It's awesome that this thing came with its own PB blaster. You know, it wants to run. It came with everything it needed to get this thing started. There we go. Where's our linkage down there? Whatever it needs there. Well, the PB blaster is doing its job on the carb. Let's jump in here and see how the electrical is. Let's see if we have any lights or anything like that. What is, oh, I didn't even look at this. What is this? I have no idea what that's hooked to. Now, light. I think that should be the headlight switch. Let's see. I mean, I doubt it. This one's already blown out, but do we have any lights? Nothing on that one either. Nothing in the back, guys. So it doesn't look like any of the lights are working. Well, let's see what we got, guys. This is M, which that's C for choke. That's got a switch here. Yeah, I don't think any, it's hard to believe this thing was running when parked, which is what I was told. But man, this thing is, it's rough, guys. Might have been cannibalized after it was parked, which is what most likely happened. We're in neutral. What do we have here? Doesn't even say. I'm gonna guess so, like a 4-speed probably. Yeah, none of it. Oh, everything is just locked up. None of this works. Oh man, our flasher doesn't work. What about? Yeah, I'm getting nothing. What is this here? Oh, that's the starter. Oh, nice. We don't need keys. Oh yeah, we're good. At least I got it turning over. That's a real nice start. But man, as I look at this thing is rough with like a capital F rough. This truck is way, way worse than I thought it was. Come in here, even the dash. So the dash actually has this really nice like grain pattern to it. The downside is it's pitted. So I don't even know what to do about that. I would love to like save that grain pattern, but then you'd have to figure out a way to deal with the pits. That's tough. We got our oil pressure gauge, which I don't know. You think it'll come up when we spin it? Nothing. We'll look at that later. Temp gauge, but that's been replaced. It's a nice Stuart Warner one. Gas gauge, but I doubt that works. Wonder if part of our electrical issue might be some issues going on here with the fuses. Well, I kind of want to wait still on this carb linkage because yeah, it's not moving. See what we can do with it and work it back and forth in a little bit. Let's try to pop these spark plugs out. Just want to kind of look at them and see how they're doing. Plus, we actually have new ones, so the truck brought that for us too. Kind of check it out. There we go. Oh yeah, not rusty though, but nice and fouled. A lot of oil on that plug. You guys can see right there, man. All right, I went ahead and just popped them all out because I really wanted to see what they look like. Now I have them lined up from, you know, the back to the front. I'm not really sure about the firing order on this bad boy, but it looks pretty good. I'm not mad about it. There's no rust or anything in them. The gaps look pretty decent. I don't see anything concerning. I mean, they're fouled pretty bad and super dirty, but nothing really, really bad. That one's a bit tight there. But of course, when I was in here, I broke one of the spark plug wires. So we're gonna have to figure that out. I got the this off and everything, so maybe we'll fix it up or see if I can find another one. And then over here, these bad boys are all lined up the same way from back to front, and they look really good. A little bit of rust on the outside, but yeah. The plugs themselves are solid. No evidence of rust in the cylinder. All right, guys, since this truck actually came with its own maintenance parts, I'm just gonna use these, I think they're, yeah, Autolites 85. This one looks a bit corroded, so maybe we won't use that one. I'll go through and check to see which ones are good. This one looks really good. I'm just gonna go through and gap them out. And I think the gap, let me measure it out, should be about 30 thou. This one, 35-ish. So that's what the factories were. So maybe we'll do 32, we'll go in between. That's 35 also. So I'll gap them out like that and get them thrown in. There we go. All right, all the spark plug is in, and it's the Autolite 85 NASCAR Performance. So you know it's gonna be good. And with my luck, none of these are gonna work, and I'm gonna have to go back to the regular ones. But what I ended up doing was, where did I put that spark plug wire? I found it. I had tossed it aside because it's crap and I can't get this thing to work. So I went ahead and found this, which is a coil wire, which I don't think is the right one for this, but I think it'll fit deep enough in there to actually fit into the cap. There we go. And hook into the length that we need for the spark plug, which is dangling over here. So put the spark plug in there and should fit right where I need it to. But before I get it all hooked up, let's go ahead and see if we got spark. And the way that this truck is going, it wants to run. I want to bet that it's actually going to have spark. I'm gonna set you right there. Let me know if we have spark. So what do you guys think? Do we have spark? No spark? Let me know. No spark. Got it. I am actually surprised by that. I really thought this thing would want to live. Now, the wiring in here is pretty bad. I'll come and show you. I'll bring you guys in closer to show you. Let's go ahead and just pop this thing open anyways before I even bother with that. Just make sure the points are good. I think this is just, what is these? Full of, man, these are bad. I think it's, oh, I don't even know what that is. Like a twist thing? Is it a J-hook at the bottom? Oh, it is. You just push and turn with these. There it is. And this thing, bad boy, pops right off. All right. It actually doesn't look that bad under here. Surprisingly, it might even look like it was, oh wow, all the components look almost new. Just pop the cap off real quick and I'll come in and show you guys what I'm looking at, but that actually looks pretty good. But the screw here is pretty corroded, which is probably what the points are. Everything does look really good in here, guys, but you can see it did get a little corroded, but the actual contact is really good. It looks new. Look how shiny everything is. A lot of cobwebs in here, but let's see if are the weights free? Ooh, barely. There we go, they freed up there. So they look good, but I don't know if you can really see. Bring it in. The points are right there, but yeah, they look pretty corroded. So I'm going to take a little bit of 320 and see if we can sand them back. Oh yeah, look at all that white chalky stuff. That help? All right, guys, I cleaned it up a lot. Actually, the contacts look pretty good, but I'm still getting no power. I should see some sparking when I do that. So I pulled this out to check power. So here's our ballast resistor, power coming in here, out to our coil, and I've got nothing, which isn't a surprise. I figured that would happen with the fact that I don't actually have the key in there, but I don't know how the wiring is on this thing, especially with the push button start over there. So let me go ahead and run a wire to the coil. And I haven't really showed you how bad the wiring is. I got Scotch clips, and some of this stuff looks new and just runs off and kind of dead ends randomly. But this is our coil wire that runs in. I'm actually just going to use this red wire that was just sitting here, and we'll hook it to the battery and run it over there. All right, this terminal is so corroded that I can't get that off without breaking. So I stripped back the wire a little bit more. I'm just going to wrap it to the terminal and see if that works. Now, if that doesn't, I definitely can just go to, you know, put a actual spade clip on there and hook it to the hot side of the coil. But let's see if we can get this to work. That should be all right. Just smash this side into the battery. Let's see. Oh yeah, there we go. And we should have 12 volts. Probably coming out here, right? Well, 5, because it's going through the actual ballast resistor. So 12 in, there we go. And then coming through. So let's see if we'll get spark now. There we go. We're getting a little bit, but I don't know if you guys can see over here, our ballast resistor is smoking. So that thing is toast. I'm gonna go ahead and put a clip on it. We're gonna go straight to that side of the coil. And I'm just gonna scrape the screwdriver on the inside here. Everything looks pretty corroded actually. Yeah. All back together, and I went ahead and ran that wire to the hot side of the coil right there, if you can see. But I didn't have a spade clip, so I just kind of wound it around the post. But this thing is smoking hot. This thing is toast. I'm glad I decided to swap that out. All right, guys, you tell me if I got spark again. Keep a close eye, please. Thank you. Well, that's a big no. So much for the truck really running to run. So I'm gonna go through and check it. I may even come in and check continuity of the wire, and I'll kind of see what's going on. All right, guys, there's been a ton of back and forth. I went ahead and cleaned the points again. I just cleaned the cap again. That's all I've done. And then I hooked up a switch like this so I could be out here to see and check it out. We got spark now. But also what I noticed while I was down there is this truck is rough, guys. The shock is being held on by a bungee cord. And I can't figure out, is that just the shock mount that it's holding on to, or is that something else? Yeah, that's all broken off. She's a bit rough, guys. All right, I got the spark plug in, and now let's see if we can weave in our spark plug wire, which is actually over here. I thought I was pointing to this earlier, but this is actually, well, number 3 on this side. This down here, if you can see it, is the actual one I was trying to get to. I'm gonna put you guys down for a second. There we go, that should do it. All right, this has been pickling long enough. Let's see if we can free it up. Come on. There we go. What about this? I think I'm getting stuck on the actual throttle itself. I wonder if I can pop that out. All right, I wiggled this back and forth enough. I think I can get this one out. There it is. Jeez, can I go now? It's better. There it is. Here it is. If you guys can look straight down there, I don't know if I can give you a good view. Let's see. You'll be able to open the butterflies. There you go. It's hard to tell. Light's not really doing it justice, but it's opening and closing. With that freed up, and we know we have spark, and this thing actually turns over, why don't we just see if it will fire off? This car will definitely not run that well. I can tell you that right now. Toss a little zest in it. There we go. Yeah, it's gonna go everywhere, which is probably gonna catch fire like I did last time. A little bit down here. It's open. There we go. Butterflies just a little bit. Now, let's see what I got. Nothing. Oh yeah, the battery's not hooked up. All right, round 2. Battery's hooked up. Now let's see if we can bring this thing back to life after 10 to 12 years. Let me actually stand back here. Well, I'm definitely not spinning fast enough now, and if you can hear that gallop, probably have a weak cylinder. But let me go ahead and hook up the jump pack and see if that helps. All right, I threw the jump pack on. You can't really see it. It's kind of out of the frame because I'm trying to get the sun so you can actually see the engine fire off. So again, let's see if we can get this thing to run after 10 to 12 years. Come on. Try to choke it a little bit because the choke is absolutely frozen. Dying out. All right, we're getting there. It's semi-firing. You can kind of see some smoke coming off it. Come on, let's go. Oh, come on, battery. Been good to me. Nothing. My luck, the battery would die as soon as I'm ready to actually fire it up, but it was trying to go. I did hear it. And of course the jump pack, which charged all night, is dead. So this thing sucks. It's finally given the ghost. It is totaled. So let me see if I can scrounge up another battery and see what we can do. All right, I'm gonna use this battery, and this is actually the battery that's gonna go in the 53. So it's brand new, it's never been used. So it better work. Let's see. It's got a handle, which is kind of nice. The other way. There we go. All right, guys, round 3. Let's see if this bad boy will run. Come on, start up for me. There we go. Oh, yeah. Come on, battery's perfect. There you go, there you go. Come on. Come on. Oh, right there, right there. Oh, this belt's super loose on there. Hopefully it doesn't get caught. All right, it's getting there. It's gonna run. Come on. Let's pour a little bit through the vent here. That should be more than enough. Come on, fire for me. There we go. Come on. Oh, you were right there. Oh, don't die on me, battery. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. I hooked up the almost dead battery to the newer battery that's dying, and hopefully I get enough juice. It's still 12 volts. Ow. And I got a little brake clean. See if I can get that to fire it up. Now let's see what we can do here. Come on. Come on. You almost fired. All right, let's try it again. Battery's dying. Don't die on me. Nothing. I'm actually gonna cut these belts. I'm thinking the battery should not be dying this fast. So, I wonder if it's getting undue drag and the starter's pulling a lot of power because of these things. Oh, nope, actually that's pretty good. Dang it. Water pump, free. Alternator, fine. Damn it. Well, I got those for no reason. That's good to know. Hopefully there's a part number on those. There is. Sweet. I am going to cut the power steering one because that definitely needs to go. All right, round 6, 7, I don't know. Who's keeping count? Let's try it again. Nothing. I so don't understand how a jump pack and 2 batteries completely failed me. But I'm out of choices now. I don't think I have another battery. I'm gonna scrounge real quick. Actually, let me see if I can find one. All right, I found another one at O'Reilly's. Oh man, that's how dedicated I am to getting this thing running. Plus, I did need a battery for another project. But do like, comment, and subscribe, you know, just so I can slightly justify why I went out and bought another battery. Now, in my defense, it is the cheapest battery with the highest cold cranking amps I could find. And will this just come off? There we go. All right. It's also way too big because I didn't care. But let's get this set up and see what it can do. All hooked up, and I've completely lost track of what attempt this is, but let's finally get this thing running. All right, where are we at? Right there. Definitely not flooded. That's plenty of time to air out. So let's put a little bit in. There we go. Still not firing up, and I do not want to waste this battery. I will have to check spark again. Come on. A little gas in it. Down the vent. Come on. There you go. There it is. Woo! That totally makes it worth it. Yes. All right, come on, fire up for me. What does it want? Little choke. I think I lost some air on that one. Man, that's a hell of a backfire. I think I flooded it. That's been its biggest problem. I think I lost some hair on that one, and I don't have any to lose. So I think that might have been a rich backfire. So hopefully I cleared it out. Let's try to fire it up again. Might get a little further away this time. Let's keep my hair out of that one. All right, let's try that again. Where are we with the throttle? There it is, come on. Come on, come on. Oh, so right there. This battery's definitely doing a lot better than the other batteries. There we go. Oh, idle. Oh, come on. Come on. It won't idle. This carburetor's shot. Yeah, I think that's gonna be it. Come on, this carburetor's so shot. One more time. It's firing off a lot easier now. More gas. Let's see what you do with that. There it is. Record it. There we go. I almost took the whole can. And there it is, running after 10 to 12 years, guys. So worth getting that battery. I'm so glad I did that. I just loved hearing that pop off, but I want to hear it idle. Now, if you guys noticed, I went ahead and actually put in a whole new spark plug wire because I found out, and well, I realized that I have a parts truck and that has literally everything I need for this. Also a carburetor. And in the video where we got this running, I was at least able to get this to idle. The engine didn't idle well, but that could have been for a lot of reasons. So I'm thinking, why don't I try to pop this one off and put it over there and see if we can get that bad boy to idle. Now, things working against me, guys, is I have to get this done quick, fast, and in a hurry because I'm losing daylight. Oh, it's echoing in here, nice. So I need to get this done fast before that daylight disappears on me. Oh, there's the return spring. See if we can pop the throttle out over here, or there we go. Oh yeah, this thing is way less rusty. Should be a lot easier to get out. Essentially looking like 4 bolts and then just the choke, throttle, and fuel. I already got the throttle out. Now just, I think these 2 screws should help me take the choke out. Let's see, come on, pop out, there we go. Perfect. And then get a wrench for that, and then just 4 bolts. There we go. Just pop this out. And looks like our vacuum advance, it doesn't have one hooked up. The other one did. I'll have to make sure. All right, that should do it. I went ahead and snagged this carburetor off, so it's, you know, we're sitting over here. The only downside is the base gasket is different, as you can see. Oh, if I can move all these bolts here, don't fall. They're all gonna fall. Nope, nice. So it's got these O-rings or little spacers in them. That can't fit in there, so I'm gonna have to use this base gasket. The downside is if you can tell, this has a little opening there, and that's because these are kind of different. But it looks like a lot of the openings are the same. I think the bore might be a little bigger here, but I'm gonna try to run this as it'll bolt down, and we'll see how it does. And then this one has to go in by hand, unfortunately. So there we go, snug it down. You guys can tell I cut the choke cable from the when I took the other carburetor out, so that's what had to be done. It was so frozen solid. This is out of the way. I think we're good to go. Also, this one had a vacuum port for the distributor. I'm just gonna leave that open right now because I don't really care. We're just gonna be idling. Shouldn't be a big deal. We just wanna have vacuum advance. But everything moves freely. Now we just got to get a fuel source hooked up. And if you can tell, this was also rusted to it, so I had to twist it off. But the upside is I may be able to use this as a way to give fuel to this. It is getting dark fast, guys. Now I'm going to use this little cutter here. I think I used brake line cutter. And I'm just going to cut off this twisted part. Wish I'd have left myself more room. And it should be enough to slip some hose over. There we go. I got a little system here. Tighten. Oh, where'd you go? I think that'll do it right there. I'm gonna have to hose clamp to it and maybe a little leak, but it should hold enough for your fuel. All right, I think I'm set up and ready to go. So I went ahead and put the fuel line on there. We're good and bolted down. Runs out here to the electric pump and into a jerry can. So we should be good to go. I got this hooked up, just need to hook up our power wires. Let's see if this bad boy will idle. I got my light here, so hopefully it doesn't mess with the camera, but I'm super excited to see this thing go. All right, all set up. Let's see if we can get this thing to idle. A little bit of gas, a little bit in the vent tube. Start it off. Woo! Instantly. There it is. Oh yes, that's what I needed the whole time. Choke. That fired off way too easy to stop on me now. Come on. We're right there. What are you doing to me? It's definitely a fuel issue. Let's go. Come on. Oh no, the starter give up. It might have. Well guys, I think the starter finally gave up on me. It fought a good fight today, but yeah, and then nothing. And I know the battery still got plenty of life, so I think that's gonna be it. Man, I wanted to really see this thing idle. We absolutely could probably get the starter out of there and definitely get in here to see if we can finally get this thing to run at some point. But I'm losing all the sun, guys. I have no time to get that done. If you guys hear it, that's the frogs in the background. We had a ton of rain lately and those things have just taken over. I have a lot of land back here. It's not mine. This is just city land, and they go off all night, but that lets us know it's getting dark and the sun is coming down. So I think that's gonna be it for this one. That's gonna be it for this video because I still got a lot of cleaning up to do and the sun is going down. So I'm gonna call it here, guys. We got it to run. It ran after 10 to 12 years. That is awesome. I have huge plans for this thing. This is what I wanna do. And I want you guys to help me, genuinely. I'm really like torn between a couple options, and these are the three. This needs to be a hot rod highway hauler. I'm either gonna chassis swap it, I'm going to clip the front end because I want it to be able to 80 on the highway, or I just slam the suspension off this, get it to bare frame, and we build our own suspension for this thing, which is something I've never done, which would be pretty cool. And if I go that route, we'll go probably with the 392 and maybe like an overdrive GM transmission. And if we do the chassis swap, I'm thinking an 8.1 liter LS. The big block over there. You guys let me know what I should do. And other than that, guys, that's it. And remember, as always, if I can do any of this, so can you. I'll catch you guys on the next one.